The little girl drew a door to hell with chalk, and the next moment the door appeared in front of her. She pushed open the gate with fear and trepidation, and inside was extremely eerie and deep. Curiosity drove her to find out what was inside. She put on her back the things she had prepared earlier. Legend has it that if she goes down to hell, she must return within a certain time, otherwise she will be sealed in hell for eternity. The girl always felt a chill on her back as she walked along the silent passageway, so she walked boldly. After more than an hour, she finally came to the end of the passageway. The table was filled with all kinds of food and fruits, but at the end of the table, there was a white monster. Not only was his body white, he didn't even have eyes. The girl looked around and realized that there were images of monsters brutalizing human beings all over the place, and she also found a pile of discarded shoes on the ground, which made the little girl feel a bit horrible. She hurriedly opened the box she had prepared earlier. Under the guidance of the elf, the little girl calmed down a little and took out the key to open a miniature door. Halfway through the time limit, she pulled out a sword made of pure gold. She looked back at the monster and realized that he was still sitting there motionless, which made the girl let her guard down. Hell wasn't as scary as she thought it would be, so she picked a grape from the table with her hand and put it in her mouth. The elves tried to dissuade her, but to no avail. But at that moment, the motionless monster suddenly became conscious and took a deep breath. The girl had no idea that danger was approaching her. It's a monster with eyes on its hands. He's not only brutal, he's terrifying, and he's chasing a girl under the age of 10. The time limit is about to expire, and the door to the world is closing. Seeing that the door is about to disappear, the little girl is so smart that she takes out her chalk, but it breaks in half and falls to the ground. At that moment, the monster was rushing towards her and was already close at hand. The girl was so scared that she didn't know what to do. Just in the nick of time, she hurriedly stood to the top of the stool, drew a gate on her head, hurriedly pushed it open, and climbed up with all her strength. One step later, and she would have become a delicacy in the monster's mouth. As night fell, a goat monster found the little girl. Learning what had happened to her down there, the goat monster was furious. Having failed to keep its promise, things were about to change. Then the little girl's mother died of a hemorrhage during childbirth, leaving her with a newborn brother. The little girl was devastated. At that moment, the goat monster appeared again, ready to help him out of his current predicament again. This is also the last chance. Under the guidance of the goat monster, the little girl carried her newborn brother to the labyrinth. But when she learns that it takes a drop of her brother's blood to open the magical door, the girl hesitates. She didn't want her newborn brother to get hurt. At that moment, her foster father arrived at the scene, grabbed the child in her arms, and they shot her without hesitation. The girl fell hard to the ground, blood dripping into the pool, and a miraculous scene occurred. The girl woke up with a start and found herself in another world, wearing strange clothes and shoes. She slowly walked towards the inside and found that the people under the strange environment were not strange. The white-haired old man was her real father. He told the girl that he had been watching her along the way to see if she could stand the test. At the last moment, she didn't use innocent blood to open the door, but used her own, which shows the selflessness of your heart. The woman with the crown is her own mother. It turned out that they were not sacrificed, but just came to another world, and then everyone stood up and applauded for her. Then the girl's blood flow slowly disappeared until she woke up completely. But she had forgotten everything that had happened before and was sitting in the car, reading the manga. Then she picked up a stone on the ground and pressed it against a stone statue. The next second, a strange bug crawled out of the statue's mouth. The bug guided the girl to an underground palace. It was eerie and deep, and you could hear the girl's echoes. Suddenly, a strange old tree awoke with horns on its head. He told the girl that she was Princess Mona, the daughter of a king of the Underworld, and that she was his most loyal servant. The girl was surprised by the sudden news. He then gave her an ancient book and slowly disappeared into the darkness. Curious, the girl opened the book and found that it was all white paper. It turns out that it was all destiny for her to rewrite a new chapter in her life. This is Pan's Labyrinth, a Spanish fantasy movie from 2006. A young girl enters hell in search of treasures, but breaks Pan's promise and steals food from hell, causing innocent elves to be eaten by monsters, and Pan leaves her in anger. The girl's mother also died in childbirth, and Pan appeared again to give her a chance. The girl couldn't bear to hurt her brother and was finally shot. Her behavior touched the King of Hades. It turns out that she is the daughter of the King of Hades and has passed his test, and Pan is only her most sincere servant. This story tells us that the person who is the harshest to us is often the one who loves us the most. Pan was angry with the little girl, but in fact he was just worried that she would not pass the test, and when she was in trouble again, he showed up without hesitation. I am Zero Sense Film. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.